Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Report of the week here. It was a bit of a rainy day today. I think the rain has actually kind of quieted up, but it was a rainy day today, and I really wanted to film this video outside because I know not the last video, but the video before it that I did in this office here, the Denny's video. I wanted to change up the scenery a bit, get some nice greenery maybe for the occasion, but it was rainy and it was pouring rain, and I guess I could have sat out there and, been soaking wet, but I don't know if the camera would have survived it or not, so I didn't want to risk it, but that's why I'm indoors. I'm indoors, staying dry, staying safe, and, I mean, I really, I guess the best way to put it is that it's something that I sometimes have trouble visualizing. That's really the best way to put it. Because even 3 months ago, when I had reached 200,000 subscribers, my mind was blown then. That's the honest truth. I couldn't believe that this channel had 200,000 subscribers. I even remember back in 2013. This is going way old school right there, but I remember back in 2013 when the channel got 2,000 subscribers, and I couldn't believe that. So imagine how my shock really in 2016 when the channel first got to 50,000 subscribers, and then in late 2016, 100,000. Then in 2017 got to 200,000, and now just 3 months later it's at 300,000. It's one of those things that sometimes I have trouble visualizing that sheer number of people. It's just I can't process it. I can't really register the fact that many people are actually subscribed to this channel. And then some days it'll hit me. It'll hit me and I'll realize, I can't, that this amount of people actually subscribe to this channel. It's something that's just so hard for me to visualize because it's something that I truth be told, I never saw for this channel. I think I might have touched upon this, but I really mean it when I say it. I had intentionally started this channel back about 6 years ago, just as a short-term little project. It was something that I was going to do for fun for a few weeks, and that would be it. And it all changed. I decided, I really like doing these videos, and it was something that I was going to keep doing and continue to pursue. And eventually I made it a hobby, and I was able to make that hobby a livelihood. It's just something that's so incredible to me because it's something that I never really, if I had a crystal ball, I wouldn't have predicted that, I wouldn't have seen that. It's just so surprising to me, but it's amazing at the same time. It really is. I remember mentioning this back at the 200,000 video, but it's just as important, even more so, because I've really been reflecting on this a lot, because every day I look at the emails and the comments and the messages, and it reaffirms this, I guess, belief or idea that when it comes to this channel, the videos might be somewhat important, but really, to me, the community is the most important part of this channel for me. When I read all of your emails, your messages, and I really do, your comments, and even respond to a bunch, it's incredible to me just to see all of the feedback, all of the support, the constructive criticism even. That's just as important, improving the channel and looking at things going forward. But when I see all of that, my mind just gets it just gets blown. It's just something that it's incredible, and it's just shocking to me. But I hope you all know that I'm so thankful for all of your support, for just your being here, watching these videos, even just periodically. Or if you're an avid watcher, if you listen to the podcasts, the radio broadcasts, I want you to know how thankful I am for your support, your feedback, and again, even your criticism too. I really am so thankful. It means so much to me, and it really does give me the motivation to keep this channel going. And speaking of motivation, there are a few updates, I guess, that have happened since the last thank you video that I made a few months ago. Number one, I had mentioned in the video that I had finally decided to maybe try out going forward some random videos. And just recently, I finally decided to start doing that. I made the Denny's video recently, and while that still covers the topic of food, I decided to take a new approach to it and just start out, maybe trying to do a little random video. And I've even had the idea for maybe next week or going forward to do a little random video, maybe talking about my suits. But really, it was you guys that gave me the motivation to finally start, kind of getting out of that little shell, you can say, and realize, maybe I can start trying to do some things on the channel, not entirely food related, and just to test out the waters, see how it goes. And all of your feedback for that video is so important, and it's really given me the motivation to continue to pursue things like that with the channel going forward, and to try out some more random videos in that similar style looking forward. So that's one thing. Number two, the VORW radio broadcast. Now, I know that this isn't for everyone. This is like a little niche thing, but when I first started out this radio broadcast back in December, it's just on one station, once a week. But thanks to your support, and really is literally due to your support. It's a listener-funded initiative, so you really should give yourself a pat on the back for that. But it was able to expand now to around 8 or 9 frequencies, and these shortwave broadcasts are able to serve listeners all across North America, South America, Europe now, and even parts of the Middle East and Africa too. So it's really been able to expand greatly thanks to your support. I'm going to take a sip of water here. This is a memorial glass of Starbucks water. No shame in saying that. So, number one, preliminary cheers. Cheers to you, I should say. And number three, and I know that this isn't for everyone, because sometimes, I've seen this in the past where people will promote these things and they'll be really in your face about it. They're going to say, you gotta buy, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, or you don't, and they'll try and make you feel guilty if you don't. But number one, I'll say it outright. I know it's not for everyone. I know not everyone's going to be interested in it, and that's completely fine. It doesn't bother me in the least. But I've gotten a lot of requests for this for years. Probably harking all the way back to likely 2013, definitely 2014. And that was to begin selling merchandise, do an online Report of the Week store, you can say. And, it was something that I had the idea to start pursuing, but I just didn't know where to begin. I mean, for me, I was trying to think, well, what do I do? How do I contact a supplier? How do I know what supplier to go to? What do I do about the designs? And it was something I wanted to do, but I just didn't know how, and I felt just lost in a way. And I felt like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get this off the ground or not. But in the last few months, and literally in the last few months, last few weeks, you could even say, I was thinking about that, and I finally decided, you know what? I'm going to get this going. I'm going to send those emails. I'm going to have those conversations. I'm going to put some of the legwork in, and I'm going to get this off the ground for you all. So I'm very pleased to announce, for those interested, that there is now an official Report of the Week store on Teespring. That's the site that I decided to settle on, Teespring. And I think there is perhaps a link that is magically floating in the air now. Maybe. Might be there. Might not be. But you could definitely find a link in the description, in the comments, and likely on the video too if you're interested in it. If it, again, if it appeals to you, it's up there now. It has a number of designs. You can get T-shirts in all shapes and sizes. You can get, I believe, even some sweaters. You can get some coffee mugs too, some stickers, and even some bags also. There's a number of designs that are up in different colors as well. And it's something that's going to be updated too. What you see now is there, but it's also a work in progress. I'm going to be updating things. I'm going to be really looking for your feedback on it, and making some adjustments, tweaking some things, and getting some new designs in there entirely. I know a few of you have contacted me about designs, and maybe I wasn't able to get back to you or any of that, or they just, things might not have worked out at the given time, but I'm going to continue updating it. I'm going to continue adding new designs, and if it's something that interests you, you can contact me, and you might even see your own design up there too. Absolutely. But there's a few products up there that are now available. Again, if that interests you and it's something that you're looking for, you can check that out on Teespring. And to give credit where credit is due, I really wanted to thank Jack Farina at Teespring. He was the employee there who really helped me get through this step by step. He's really been there, and he's such a great guy. I mean, you could really thank him also for this store too. He was able to help set it up, and he did such a nice job with it too. And also for some of the designs as well. I'd like to thank, my apologies, I'd like to thank Miles Kershaw Design. He did the Report of the Week logo. And I'd also like to thank Langheck Design for the VORW logo. I was reading that. I really want to make sure I get their names right because they did so much and they made these beautiful designs here. And for Miles Kershaw Design, he's still setting up a website to get some of his designs going, but I said, when you get the website up, I'll be glad to link it, because again, both of these guys, they did such a great job there designing these, and I'm still going to be updating it with more designs to come. And again, if it's something that you're interested in having a design up there, you could always reach out to me, and you never know what the future holds. No matter how few or how many people watch this channel, I really just wanted to extend my thanks in this video, and I wanted to just give a few updates about it too. And the most important thing I would like for you to remember about this video, all of these updates here happened because of people just like you, because of the support and the feedback and the advice and the motivation that all of you guys gave me. I was able to do this because you guys gave me the motivation to go ahead, maybe step outside the box a little bit, step outside of the shell a little bit, and be able to expand things and do things that maybe I wouldn't have done otherwise. So really, thank you. You should give yourself a pat on the back, take a celebratory sip of Starbucks ice water, or whatever it may be, and really just give yourself a pat on the back, and I mean it. Thank you. It's you guys that are really responsible for this channel being where it is right now. I mean that in the truest of ways, so thank you so much. Well, I guess that's what really I have to say here. Next week I'm going to have, again, maybe I might do the random video where I want to talk about maybe my suits and some things like that, maybe on the fashion side of things, see where that leads us. And also, of course, the food reviews are going to continue still. This has always been a review channel. It's going to remain a review channel, even if I begin doing some random videos too. The VORW radio broadcasts are going to continue as well, and the VORW podcasts too. Those are going to be continuing to just power on into the future as well. Maybe we even introduce another Idle Mind here and there going forward. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all that I have for you. I'm the Report of the Week, and again, this is just a huge thank you and a few updates. Thank you so much, and I really mean it. Take care and have a beautiful Sunday. That's all.